Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelorette Recaps. It's Katie Thurston's season, and there's a new trend that's happening within the Bachelor world that we live in, which is spilling the tea. So every season, there's 25 to 30 new contestants, and each one of them has dated 25 to 30 people. So it's safe to say there will be handfuls of scenarios like the one I'm about to share with you, where people like to blast people they might have been dating, seeing casually, friends with benefits. Maybe they didn't know that's all they were, and so forth. And we've got that happening right now today. We'll jump over here. We've got Candlestick on TikTok, releasing the tea, as it's called. She's going to be blasting a guy on her TikTok account, assuming it's for a TikTok love, clout. Whenever we think we've got a story, we want to just get out there. Oh, I've got firsthand info. He's not in it for the right reason. She's not in it for the right reason. Hey, breaking news, guys. Nobody's in it for the right reason. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important announcement. I want everyone to know nobody's in it for the right reason. What is that? More announcements? No, the song just keeps going. Listen, folks, you do the show hoping you might find love. There's a 1 in 30 shot. It's like at halftime in your college. You know, you do that half-court shot and you get free tuition if you sink it. But if you miss it, nothing bad happens. Well, that's the Bachelorette. All right, you're like, all right, I'm going to shoot my shot. Maybe I'll get a free Toyota pickup truck. Maybe nothing. Or if you're like Jed, you'll get your truck stolen. That's another story. But here's the deal, folks. Some people are telling me, I could be biased, I could be wrong, it could be my own audience here, it could be my mom, but some people are telling me I've been pretty fair with my assessment of these scenarios. So because of that, I want to bring back some old equipment I have here. I'm going to be the referee of this story, all right, folks? Got my little whistle here. I will blow a foul at every moment where she, does something that might not be fair or tries to make a situation out of something that is not. You know, we're gonna play 3 or 4 of these clips here. I know that the ref and the coach are 2 different people, but we're gonna call this Coach Dave. So let me just put my little coaching thing on here. Coach Dave's coming out of retirement. Here I am. Let's watch this. And we're going to decide if she's in the right or if she's in the wrong. And then I'm going to tell you who the person was that she's talking about in this video. All right, so here we go. Let's go to Candlestick. Let's see what she has to say, and let's watch her spill the tea. The first one is, when Mr. I'm not ready for a relationship is on the Bachelorette preview you just saw. Okay. So the first one doesn't reveal anything. Hold on. And this is the problem with TikTok. They go back and forth. So no penalties there. No penalties yet. She says, when Mr. I'm not ready for a relationship is on the Bachelor preview you just saw. Okay. So we're assuming she was dating a guy who told her he wasn't ready for a relationship. Let's go to the next clip here.
Of TikTok, I see you guys want some tea, but before we drink it, let's not forget to take a quick look at that caution hot symbol. This is going to be about my experience and what it was like for me. I am not speaking to the character of this man, so if you form an opinion based off of this story of who he is or who he might be, that is in your opinion only.
If you form an opinion based on what I'm going to tell you from my perspective as a scorned adult, that's on you, folks. That's not on me. All right, keep going.
For those of you who needed to remind me that this is a form of rejection, I know, I heard it before. My dating life is tragic to a comedic point.
Oh, another white woman saying dating's hard. Strike 2, keep going. But at least she has the wherewithal to understand she was rejected in this scenario.
However, if you're going to be on a TV show that is about a relationship that is aired around the nation, do better. Do better.
That's what he's doing. He's doing better. He's trying to find somebody who's not going to blast him on TikTok because you weren't good enough for him. It's very ironic. She's basically saying do better because he shouldn't be telling you he's not ready for a relationship and then moving on. Listen, it's 2021. Sometimes when someone says I'm not ready for a relationship, they're not ready for a relationship with you. It's not like they're not ready for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. They're just not ready for Mr. TikTok 800 followers here. No offense to your following count. I got nothing on TikTok. The point is, you sound sweet and kind and all that, and I'm being a little mean, but most of the comments say the same thing. Look at this. Nancy says, can you just get to the point? Nancy, there's 60-second videos. If you don't have 60-second while you're taking a dump or whatever you do when you watch TikTok videos. So Lauren says it's either Connor B or David. They're both from Nashville, just like she is. All right, so we're looking at Connor B or David. And then she's not ready to spill the tea yet. Let's keep going.
With the excuse. But I am at a point where I laugh about this now. I have no ill will towards this guy. I hope he gets what he wants out of this show, whatever that may be. So, my story is coming in the next TikTok, and yes, there will be information of who it may be.
She's like, I have no ill will. Let me produce this TikTok to tell you about that. No, I get it. It's her chance to kind of jump on the bandwagon. I understand. But yeah, the guy, look, you shouldn't have to tell someone when you break up with them. You know, it's nice when you have an exit interview and you go, oh, you know, like, here's the thing. Your breath smells. I don't like it. Or, hey, you got that sharp toenail. I don't do sharp toenails. Buff it out. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, it's nice to get some info, you know, exit info to maybe do better or whatever. But at the same time, him saying he's not ready for a relationship, that ain't none of your business what he's ready for. You know, when we look at time, we go, well, he said he wasn't ready for a relationship. And then 3 weeks later, he met, you know, no. The world and love in general doesn't work in a linear fashion. You might not think you're ready for something. You might think you're whatever. And it doesn't work that way. You know? Anyway, so he wasn't ready for you, sweetie. So there's your hot tea. Let's go to, there's 2 more, I believe.
Okay, thank you to those of you who have been patient. I'm sorry, I work a full-time job, and I just got off for the day and hadn't had a break until now. I'm going to give you the story and get it all in this one TikTok. So me and him have been talking and hanging out a little over a month. Things seem to be going well. We're flirting back and forth. And then one day out of the blue, I get a text that says, hey, I know you're dating to possibly end up in a relationship, and I just don't think that's where I'm at right now. I'm not ready for a relationship. It's like, so here, because I've enjoyed getting to know you, but I really appreciate you telling me. Move on. 2 weeks later, my roommate sends me a post from Bachelorette Nation, post whatever, and it's Katie's cast list, and he's on it, and I'm like, I thought you weren't ready for a relationship, but you're going on a show where you could possibly propose to someone. There is irony there. There's also a little dagger of that rejection, so I had to process that as well. I'm interested to see if he's going to be the same guy that I got to know during the show. I guess him being ready to be in a relationship or not can change in a New York minute, too.
All right, so there it is. We know who it is. It's David. He said anything can change in a New York minute. In a New York minute, ooh, candlestick's not the one. Okay, so yeah, in a Nashville minute, it's like, geez, it took you 3 minutes to say you had a bad breakup. Listen, you said it yourself. We're going to go over this again. I love the terminology of modern dating. You know, she said we were talking. Talking means banging, okay? Talking, and listen, leave a comment if I got this wrong. If I got it right, you better leave 2 comments here because I'm going to need you guys on this one. I'm coming off a little mean here, but I think I've got the right message. I'm being fair. Listen, you guys were talking. You didn't define the relationship. You didn't set proper boundaries. He had the wherewithal to see you and go, you know what? You're a nice person. I'm going to just tell you right now, I know you're looking for something that I can't provide, and I'm going to let you go. You know what I mean? If he ghosted her, it'd be even worse of a story. If he jetted her, whatever the case may be. But no, he does exactly what women ask for. Just tell me your feelings. Tell me what you're thinking, where your head's at. He's like, I just don't think it's going to work out with us. I'm not ready. You know, whatever those filler words are that you say. Everyone and their mother has said, I'm not ready. You know, you try to make it about you. What if he did the opposite? What if he was like, listen, I am ready for a relationship. But you're just not it. I can't see you being the mother of my children. He pulls a Claire on her. Like, you know, what if that was the case? So, all right, after 3 TikToks, you're out of there. You got to go. You're out of there. Let's see if there's anything left. I think there's one more.
All right, Bachelor.
Hold on.
Is it me? Am I the drama?
When you've never been in a relationship and have to momentarily ask yourself if it's you.
Am I the villain?
Hold on. Call the fight. She realized it. You're the one. You know, we all live in that world where we realize we're the asshole sometimes. I didn't know that. Apparently, I can be the asshole too. I always thought I was the, whatever. We learn that we all narrate our own story, and we're the hero of our journey. You know, we're fighting against the man. We're going after it. I'm somebody's villain. Somebody looks at me and goes, "This dude's an a-hole." Like I had to go through my closet to find this. I haven't blown on this in 10 years. Speaking of not blowing on things in 10 years. Looking at you, Dylan. What's going on? I'm just kidding. I don't know. You got a bump. You lick the hairy. But this could have mildew in it for all. There might be a child living. There's like a ball of something. Oh, that's a little ball. There's always a little ball. Anyway, point is, let me know if you guys like Ref Dave. Ref Dave might have to come out. I need to get one of those refs hats. Should I get a refs hat? I'm going to get a refs hat so I can adjudicate the ridiculousness that is here. I'm trying to enjoy my Margaritaville mug with an iced coffee, trying to hang out before today's 4 p.m. live stream. I've just recorded my Patreon episode on patreon.com/Dave Neal, which has tons of extra content, a full hour-long episode where I talk about my personal life, my car battery getting... Actually, I'll be honest with you guys. If you want to see this, I will give you the teaser. Do you guys want the teaser? I will give you the teaser right now. If you want to see this video right here, hold on. There's a video right here of my car getting its battery stolen. It's hiding behind this TikTok sign. Let me see if I can move this TikTok sign. There it is. If you want to see that video right there, go to my Patreon. It's on my latest episode, and you can go check that out. It's a video that I found that my landlord luckily has set up, a Ring camera, of somebody stealing my car battery for the 4th time. Okay, my car battery was stolen. And no, don't leave me comments. You should lock your hood. You should do this. Don't victim shame me. Okay, I am the victim of this scenario. I have had my battery stolen. Jed Wyatt just had his car stolen, and everyone's making fun of him. Oh, yeah, you stole Hannah Brown's time, you douchebag. You know, I read your comments. And it's like, yeah, 2 wrongs don't make a right. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And speaking of which, really just blurred vision when it comes to, like, look at the face here. And I'm not judging you. You look cute, nice, Nashville, Southern accent, whatever. But this is a scorned, like, what are you doing here? You know what I mean? I know. Okay, I'm not. Hold on. I'm not trying to be hard on you.
Bachelor Nation, hold on. TikTok. Turn that off.
They just go nonstop. I'm not. You're sweet. You look very cute and all that. I'm not. I am by no means commenting on you as a person. But I will comment on the greater picture here. And that is, but I just love this look. I look like Kevin Federline working at a gas station right now. If you don't get that reference, you're too young. Live a little bit. K-Fed fans. Point is, it's a greater problem we have. And that's the, like, dishing for clout, dishing for the story. As we know, Rachel Kirkconnell had issues with her racial, or if not racist, issues in her past. I say both because it's whatever opinion you want to have about it is yours. We've talked about it extensively. And she was actually called out by somebody on TikTok for being part of a racist friend group. Rachel Kirkconnell was called out by somebody who admittedly had never met Rachel before. The Sun had reported, of course, it's the Sun, I understand. The Sun had reported that the Kirkconnells were going to sue this person. And it's hard to prove, like, it's hard. It'd be a tough lawsuit because it'd be muddy. It'd be like, who the hell cares? But this was a big national story. And the idea is, it's like, we immediately want to run with the person's story. Go, oh, she must be a racist. But it's like, whoa. Heavy stuff we're talking about here. So if you're going to accuse someone of being part of a racist friend group, find the receipts. I'd love to see a receipt. I would love to report on this. I'm just going to need evidence, screen grabs, maybe a video. Like Justin Bieber had that video, horrible video of him saying the N-word, and Hannah Brown obviously said it on like an Instagram live or whatever. I need some receipts for that to have happened. Gas Station Dave over here. If I'm going to ref that, I need the receipts. Now, of course, the receipts came. Rachel Kirkconnell had photos being at an antebellum style party, so those receipts were there, but not the TikTok person. That person just gets to live on with their life. Maybe they'll get a lawsuit, maybe they won't, who knows? But the point is you got to be very careful if you're going to share damning information. And in this lady's case, God bless her. She's allowed to have fun with it. She seems, for the most part, to be having fun with it, saying, I know, I'm the one who got rejected, blah, blah, blah. But, it also does feel like she was trying to create a line of sympathy that didn't actually exist. Let's read a couple comments from this. Yeah, I'm milking this. We're at 14 minutes. It's very interesting. It's very specific. I put the hat on. By the way, Whatever USA was a Bud Light campaign that I worked at, and I actually played Coach Dave at Budweiser at Whatever USA. Statistically, one or two of you might have been there. There's about 10,000 people there, but I played one of the village people, and I worked there. And Little John was there. A lot of people were there. Speaking of Bachelor in Paradise hosts, which we weren't. So anyway, let's go to this here. Let's go to. I like to search by best because those are usually the comments that most people commented on, their most trafficked comments. So this is Reddit's response to her tea spilling. Just because someone doesn't want to be in a relationship with you doesn't mean they don't want to be in a possible relationship with someone else. This is why is this so hard for people to grasp? People shouldn't be tied down to someone they don't see a future with. Bingo! I feel like I should just be pouring shots of tequila down someone's throat. If you've ever been into Mexico, I'm just so old. I'm 36. Instead of tequila, I'm drinking iced coffee. Dave, how do you make so many videos? Yeah, boy. I don't understand why people embarrass themselves like this. He dumped you, and that's okay. Not everything needs a TikTok, right? This is something you complain about to your friends, not tell thousands. And the way people are making private DMs public these days is very concerning. For me to leak private things like this, I need to be severely wronged. Like he messed with my family type of wronged. A guy dumping you after just a month of dating is not that serious. Well, so I'll give you a scenario in which leaking text is something that can require... when you have to defend yourself, when you have to defend your honor, right? So in scenarios like there was somebody who like Ben Affleck, who's single, by the way, he's back with J-Lo. They're moving into LA. I will be camped out in a ghillie suit in front of their driveway waiting to break the news. That's not true. I'll be at my computer. Point is, when... I think this is gold. I think I thrive on this type of content. The big stories, no way. But one TikTok, we're going to turn into 20 minutes. You better believe it. Point is that I think... sometimes you have to defend yourself. Like Ben Affleck, he was on Raya or some dating app and he had to prove that it was him, so he took a selfie. And then someone shared that information. It's like, the bro's just trying to date. He's already on a dating app that's meant to be exclusive so he doesn't get blasted. You got that other guy, it happens nonstop. Well, Blake Horstman, right? He felt like he was caught in a lie. He felt like the Bachelor in Paradise producers and Kaylin created a scenario in which she was wronged. So... he did the nuke code. He shared the text messages that showed that she pursued him at Coachella, Stagecoach, whatever it was, and that he told her not to come over, and she got in an Uber and said she was coming over, and he said, fine, but we're not going to have sex. And she said, yeah, we sure are. So, sometimes it's like the last thing you want to have to do is be like, all right, fine, here's what happened. There's the truth. You want the truth?
Can't handle the truth.
Can't handle the truth. All right, folks. Well, listen. I'm just using other examples. The truth of this scenario is that it's more or less a non-story, and whatever she was trying to do to hold on to this, oh yeah, he's not there for the right reasons. It's just really, it's just not exactly true. So anyway, this is David Scott. I think we all owe him a follow, if you ask me, because this man has been wronged. He did the right thing. You know what? I'm actually going to root for him more now, because to think that he had the communication skills to be like, hey, I see that you want something that I can't provide, so I'm going to give you the space to let that happen. This is America's true hero. This is the guy we need more of. So ladies, if you're out there wondering, where are all the good guys? Maybe they're David Scott. Maybe they're out there releasing you so you can be with someone else and giving you the emotional capacity and not just holding you to him so he can have a friends with benefit that he's casually talking with. No, David Scott deserves better. Be better for David Scott. You want to be a Katie? A Katie wouldn't have TikToked about David Scott unless she had his consent and approval. Anyway, folks, that's David Scott. I'm rooting him on. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Live stream at 4 p.m. plus a Patreon I'm going to drop right now. So I got a new Patreon for all the new Patreon members out there. Hour-long episode. You can go watch that as you cook dinner and talk to your husband or wife about how much fun you're having watching my YouTube channel. Now, don't forget, hit the like button. Don't forget, hit the like button. There it is. Subscribe if you haven't already. You might think you're subscribed. Chances are you're not. 60% of the people that watch this channel aren't subscribed. YouTube told me, get your subscriber count up. I'm like, I'm trying. I got a thing. I got props. I got coffee. What do you want from me? Get out there. Bump your Harry on top of that subscriber button. I'll see you guys at the live stream at 4 p.m.